Hello, I'm Jay Sonnhalter, and thank you for watching Community Matters. We hope you'll continue to watch as we discuss issues facing our community and provide you with the resources and information needed to find solutions. Welcome into this special edition of Community Matters. In today's show, we follow the explosive surge of interest in a new sport for female athletes in North Carolina, and that's girls flag football. For the girls who wanted more than an annual powder puff tournament, it's a dream come true. For Coco Lavielle, it was a passion that inspired her to bring her fellow students in the community together to support their love for competitive football. We're excited to have Coco and her mother, Thayer Lavielle, here to start the discussion. Well, thank you both for being here this morning.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
And Coco, what inspired you to start girls flag football at Apex?
Coming into Apex High School, I was a freshman and I just really wanted to play. It was a really big passion, and like you said, I really wanted to bring the community into it. Not only just thinking about it like by myself, like, wow, I really want to play. I would talk to a lot of girls about it and they would seem super excited and all in, so that was a big thing.
What was that process to get the ball rolling?
I feel like starting it off, we wanted to start it as a club at Apex High School. We didn't really know how complicated that was at first, so going from there, we talked to athletic directors, bringing the students into it, and after that, we had this big jamboree, which revealed all the teams, all the schools that were in it. The Carolina Panthers, the NFL football team, they brought in Riley Fields, who introduced all of us, and that was just the main part of it. It was just the big reveal of that.
And how did you lend your support there?
Yeah, thanks for having us today. The process was, as Coco said, she really wanted to play, and so we said, just go to your AD and see if you can start a club, and it's a little bit more complicated than that. And so because of the work that I do, I knew that the NFL had really been supporting girls flag football, both in other counties, other states, and around the world, actually. And so I said, well, let's go figure out if we can call the Panthers and see if they can lend any support or guide us at least. And so as Coco mentioned, we ended up talking to Riley Fields, who's their, I think, director of community, and was just fantastic and said, yes, let's figure out how to bring flag to Apex, but also how can we help bring flag to Wake County? And from there, it set off a lot of conversations within our school and then within our conference, and then certainly with Darren Coe, who's incredibly supportive, who's the Wake County AD. And so we ended up getting there, but it took about 18 months. It took a long time.
Yeah. Well, and it sounds like that support from the Panthers was huge.
Very big.
What did it mean to you, and how did they help you along through the process?
So what was, I think, really beneficial was Riley really helped us see the bigger picture of how to eventually look at state sanctioning and how Wake County was important to that. For us, and really Coco, she just wanted to play. And so we didn't realize that we were the spark that would ignite a bigger piece of that, but what an honor to be able to do that. And, their support meant, funding for initial startup funding for equipment and field space and refs and all of that stuff. So they were all in. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like everything was easy, but I know there were probably roadblocks. What were some of those initial challenges and things you had to work through to get things started?
I feel like the biggest challenge was at first just patience. I really wanted to play, and it was a pretty long process. 18 months was pretty long. We didn't realize how complicated the process of just getting something approved by Wake County or just the overall picture of how long it would be. So patience is definitely a big thing.
And I would say that while there was support from the jump, there were things going on that we just didn't know about, that the challenges within this system that we just are not privy to, that I think were where everyone was kind of trying to work work there. It just was the process. It just took time.
Yeah, and throughout that process, probably a lot of highs getting close to the finish line, and then you get to the kickoff celebration. What was that like to participate with you and then all the other athletes, and just what did it mean to you both?
It was super exciting. I feel like when we stepped into the school, we saw a couple teams, and then when you really just looked around, it was so many schools. Everyone had their brand new jerseys on, and I think that was like.
And the Carolina Panthers brought out
Yeah.
Serper and the
Right.
tunnel, and they really made it exciting for the kids.
It was so much fun. It was a great opportunity to be there, especially just looking around all the schools, all the interest that was there, all the smiles on the faces. That was a big thing that stuck out to me. Everyone was super excited.
Yeah, and I think even going to like actual gameplay in those 3 weekends, the excitement of all the teams, all the girls, all the coaches, the parents, like everybody was all in. It was really special.
And I know that response from all these communities has to bring so much joy to you, and the value of this process that you guys really got started. What does it mean to you to kind of see all this unfold and see everything to come together and others' reactions?
I think what a legacy to be able to leave, but what a legacy for fun, really, because it really opens up a sport that's going to be, an Olympic sport, probably a professional sport. To be able to say we had a small part in getting that going here, and maybe we'll find some of the best players in the world out of Wake County. That's awesome.
Yeah, and you go through the season and just this whole process, then you get to the Super Bowl. Tell us about that and what that experience was like.
That was really exciting. Super grateful to have that team, especially. It was just at first very overwhelming. I felt like there was just a lot of pressure, and then I realized during the game, like, this is so much fun. Why am I stressing out? I'm with such a great team, so supportive, a great coach, and just being there was just a lot of fun. And I feel like taking that pressure off and being like, oh, we have to win. No, it was just so fun with the team overall, and it was a great time.
And how was that for you watching?
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, to know that Apex was kind of at the start of the league and to see them go to the Super Bowl was super fun. And, at the end of the day, they matched up against a great team, and it was just, I think, a cool experience for everybody to be there. They were long days because there were a lot of games right in a row, and but it really was a great test of athleticism and ability, I think.
And throughout this whole process, there's nothing better than being part of the team. What did this mean to you to be part of, the first team that you helped create?
Yeah, I was just filled with gratitude. Not only was it like the first team, flag football team at Apex High School, it was the girls. They were phenomenal. They were great players. We really formed a family. It was just great to be a part of. Very grateful for that. Coach W, Mr. Weidenbrenner, the AD at Apex High School, he was a great leader, as well as Coach Lido. She was a basketball coach, also the coach for flag football, and they're just incredible. It was a great team to be a part of.
I know you're looking forward to how this can grow, and one of the things after the season, you had an opportunity to visit the Carolina Panthers, and tell me about that experience pregame.
Yes, so the Panthers asked me to be the key pound drummer for the preseason game, and it was so much fun. Before that, I was super nervous. I didn't know how big of a deal it was because I've never actually gone to like a big game like that. And I was pulled out from like under the tunnel. We went around. I had this big like hammer in my hand. I was like, wait, this is like a real like big important thing. And I walk on the field. It's just so energized. It was so cool to be there. I was so grateful to be there. It was so much fun.
Yeah, they just announced her in the middle of the stadium.
Yeah.
I got a lot of, we used to live in Charlotte, so we got a lot of texts from friends saying, is that Coco?
Was it heavy? Was it hard?
Yes, oh my gosh,
Okay,
yeah, I didn't know how heavy that was, how like hard I had to hit on that.
Because it doesn't look light. Like it looks like there's a lot of effort involved.
Yeah.
But you got the team going, and I'm sure that was fun to have the full stadium.
Yes, super cool.
Cheering for you. Do you have a message maybe for any classmates or any girls that are looking to play football or to learn about the experience, what would you say to them?
I would say don't be afraid to just start. Don't be afraid of no's. Don't be afraid to reach out for help. And it's okay to not know where you are in the moment, but because you're going to have a village like with you. I had my mom, I had the AD of Wake County, I had the AD at Apex High School, great community, amazing students that also helped us. I think that was a big process, so don't be afraid. That's the biggest thing.
Any message for you, for anybody looking to play as well?
Get in there.
Yeah.
Get in there. The future is really bright for flag football for women, and it's been really cool to be a part of this, and I hope this continues on for many years.
Well, it must be so rewarding to watch what you started, the excitement, but also to see where this goes, and we really appreciate you joining us and excited for you in your future.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll hear how one Wake County coach answered the call for flag football.